In this class, we are going to discuss about question number 9, exercise 11.4, surface area and volume. Observe this question, 27 solid iron sphere. What? Solid iron sphere. Solid iron sphere. 27 solid iron sphere, each of radius r and surface area S are melted to form a sphere with surface area S dash. We are having sphere, 27 spheres we are having. What? 27 spheres we are having, and radius of a sphere is what? R, and surface area S. Once we melted these spheres, we are getting new sphere. Are melted to form a sphere. Melting 27 spheres and we are making new spheres. And new spheres surface area is what? S dash. Simple question. Radius r dash of the new sphere's radius r dash we want. Radius r for the solid iron sphere. These spheres radius is what? R. Radius solid iron sphere's radius is what? R. Once we melted and getting a new sphere, then radius is what? R dash. Simple question. How we will solve? Observe this solution. So volume of solid iron, solid iron sphere, volume of a solid iron sphere, it means what? Volume of a sphere is what? 4 upon 3 pi r what? Cube. 4 upon 3 pi r cube. First time solid iron sphere having radius what? R. So we are using volume of a solid iron sphere is what? 1. This is the volume for the one solid iron sphere. One solid iron sphere volume is what? 4 upon 3 pi r cube. And radius of a one solid iron sphere radius is r day. R, only r, not r dash. So volume of a solid iron sphere is what? 4 upon 3 pi r cube, and r is what? Radius of a solid iron sphere. These time we are having 27. We are having 27 solid iron sphere. Clear? So one solid iron sphere volume is this one. So what about the 27? We will multiply this from 27. So what we can say? Volume of a new sphere. What? Volume of a new sphere. Volume of a new sphere. How we are getting new sphere? Are melted. 27 solid iron sphere are melted to form a new sphere. One solid iron sphere volume is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. We are having 27. Once we melt these all 27 spheres, then we are getting new sphere. So volume of a new sphere will be what? 27 into 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Yes or no? Solid iron sphere volume is this one, 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Radius is what? R. We are having 27, so we will multiply from the 27. Once we melted these all, then we are getting new sphere, and volume of new sphere will be this one. So volume of new sphere formula will be what? 4 upon 3 pi r dash cube. What? Radius r dash of a new sphere we want. So volume of a new sphere will be what? Volume of a sphere, normal formula 4 upon 3 pi r cube. But for the new sphere, once we melted these all 27 sphere, then we are getting new sphere. That time radius will be what? R dash. So volume of a new sphere is what? 4 upon 3 pi r dash cube will be equal to, and how we are getting this new sphere? Once we melted 27 solid iron sphere. What? Once we melted 27 solid iron sphere, then we are getting new sphere. New sphere volume, and new sphere volume radius will be r dash. All these given 27 solid iron spheres we are having, each having radius r, kept small r. So this can be written as 3 1 ja 3, 3 9 ja 27, 9 4 ja 36 pi r cube. Clear? Solve this one. Pi to pi will be cancel. 4 1 ja 4, and this will be 9 4 ja 36. 9 4 ja will be what? 36. This can be written as r dash cube will be 9 into 3 27, cross multiplying we are doing, 9 into 3 will be 27 r cube. Once we solve, we are getting r dash cube will be 27 r cube. We require what? R dash, new sphere radius. Once we melted all 27 solid iron sphere, then we are getting new sphere, and new sphere radius is what? R dash, and volume of a new sphere is what? 4 upon 3 pi r dash cube, and one solid iron sphere volume is this one. We are having 27, so we are multiplying 27. We are equating both. Why? Because we want what? Radius, new sphere radius we want. So r dash cube will be 27 r cube. This can be written as r dash cube will be 27, can be written as 3 cube into r cube. 3 cube will be 27. 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3 ja 9, 9 3 ja 27. So r dash cube will be equal to 3r cube. AB whole power m, a power m, r, ab whole power m, a power m, b power m. So this can be written as like this. Both sides we are having same power, so we can say r dash will be equal to 3r. It means this is the required answer. Radius r dash, first one we are solving. Radius r dash for of the new sphere will be this one. Simple question. 27 solid iron sphere, each of radius r. So solid iron sphere volume is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. R is the radius given in the question. So 27 we are having, so this one will be multiplied by 27, and what we are getting? New sphere are melted. These 27 solid iron spheres are melted to form a new sphere. So volume of a new sphere is what? 4 upon 3 pi r dash cube. New sphere radius is what? R dash. Clear? So we are comparing and solving. We are getting r dash. Radius of a r dash is what? Radius. R dash is what? Radius of the new sphere. So r dash will be the 3 times of a radius of a solid iron sphere. That one is given us. Clear? So 3 times of r will be the radius of a new sphere, melted sphere. Clear? Now second one, how we will solve? Ratio of S and S dash. S is what? Surface area. Surface area of a solid iron sphere. S dash is what? Surface area of new sphere. So both things we should be know. Now I am solving second one. What about this one? Surface area of a solid iron sphere. Surface, not directly. What? Surface area of solid iron sphere, and this one is what? S, and it is equal to what? 4 pi r square. Surface area of a sphere, 4 pi r square, and radius of a sphere is what? R. New sphere, then radius will be r dash. So 4 pi r square. Another thing, surface area of new sphere, and that one is what? S dash, S dash, this is what? S dash. So S dash will be what? 4 pi sphere area, 4 pi surface area of a new sphere, 4 pi radius will be r dash, 4 pi r dash square. Clear? Required ratio. What? Required ratio. What is the required ratio? S1, required ratio S1 upon S2, or we can say S upon S dash. We assumed S is given in the question. S is the surface area of a solid iron sphere and S dash is what? Surface area of a new sphere, given in the question, no doubt. Surface area S dash. Once we melted, we are getting new sphere and surface area is what? S dash. And solid iron sphere melted to form a sphere. Clear? That time we are using S, ratio of S and S dash. So solid iron sphere is S, surface area will be S, and when new sphere surface area will be what? S dash. Melted, then we are getting new one. So S upon S dash. So S is this one, S dash is this one. Put these values. 4 pi r square divided of 4 pi r dash square. 4 pi to 4 pi cancel. What we are getting? R square divided of r dash square, and r dash is what? R dash equal to 3 times of r. R dash equal to what? 3 times of r. 3 times of r square. So what we are getting from this one? We can say r square divided of 3 square will be 9 r square. So finally r square to r square cancel. We are getting 1 upon 9. So final result one will be what? 3 square will be 9, r square will be this one, r square to r square will be cancelled. We are getting 1:9 will be what? Required ratio. Simple question. Observe again. We are having 27 solid iron sphere. So solid iron sphere volume will be what? 4 upon 3 pi r cube. This is the volume for the one solid iron sphere. We are having 27. So volume of a new sphere, when we are getting once one sphere volume is multiplied by 27, then we are getting new sphere volume. Clear? So new sphere volume, new sphere radius is r dash, and this one is what? 27 solid iron sphere volume. Solving, we are getting r dash, radius of a new sphere will be 3 times of the r. Another thing, we want surface area of a solid iron sphere to surface area of a new sphere melted of 27, then we are getting new one. So what will be the surface area ratio? So first we should know the surface area of a solid iron sphere. This is what? 4 pi r square. Melted, then new one we are getting, then surface area S dash will be what? 4 pi r dash square. Required ratio S upon S dash. Then we are getting this one, 4 pi to 4 pi cancel, r square upon r dash square. We obtain r dash, radius of a new sphere will be equal to 3r. Putting this value there, solving, we are getting 1 upon 9. This is the required ratio, or we can say 1:9 will be the required ratio of the surface area. Simple question. I hope you understand this question. That's all about this question. Thank you so much.